Stand together.
Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whenever whatever you are, 300% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you, live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We will study Vedanta Dindimah. This text is attributed to Vidyaranya Swami, some people say Nrsimha Saraswati Maharaj, it doesn't matter. This class is a postgraduate class in Vedanta. When we study physics, chemistry, do we have logic there? Only the principles are told. This is the law of gravity. But my in-laws are so terrible. No, we are not talking about in-laws. We are talking about laws of nature. We have no choice, we have no discussion, we have no argument, we have nothing to do except gracefully or suffer miserably. So we will be told number of principles of life. Now after we know these, then we have to apply it in our life. Nobody can do it for others. Suppose I am carrying a heavy weight on my shoulder, somebody can help me, I'll help you. Suppose I have got terrible hunger, somebody will say, Swamiji, don't worry, I'll eat on your behalf. No. So, we have to live our life, we have to die our death, and we have to work on ourselves. See? Vedanta means the ultimate in knowledge. See? So these principles of Vedanta are declared in this text. Therefore, there is nothing to discuss. See? For example, again, any example you take. Like these days, AI. See? So AI is discovered. Now thereafter, how you apply that AI is your genius. See? In the same manner, the principles of life are discovered and presented to us in this text. Whether you accept or you don't accept, who cares? Whether you apply in your life or you don't apply, nothing to do. Therefore, please remember, these principles are the principles which cannot be altered. You cannot change it. Then you have to now live with these principles in such a manner that we are not a burden to ourselves. See, most of the time we are a big problem to ourselves. Remember this basic principle of life. If I am disturbed because of her, I will go away. I will avoid her. But if I am disturbed because of me, jaun to jaun kahan? Where will I go? And all of us are miserable in life, not because of others. We are self-sufficient as regards miseries are concerned. And the reason is, these principles are either not known to us, or if they are known, we want others to practice it. We don't want to practice it. See? Like Babaji, like us, they tell, see, Trividham narakassedam dvaram nashanam atmanaha kama krodhas tatha lobaha tasman etatrayam tyajet. These are the three gateways to hell. They are desire, anger and greed. Therefore, we should give it up. And then the Babaji becomes angry. What is the next thing? Booked for hell. Therefore, this knowledge has to be applied in our life. And nobody can do it for us. So here we will be telling you the principles as told. And God willing, if some examples come, then I will tell you that. Otherwise, you suffer. Vedanta Dindimah tattvam ekam udghoshayanti yat astam purastat tat tejo dakshinamurti sannikam. The first principle of Vedanta, that there is but one reality, and that one reality became many on account of certain conditions. So, what we have to do? We have to find out the one. So, what are our experiences? Objects are many. Okay. Drop all the objects, take one. Sound. Sounds are many. Take that which is supporting the sound, the hearing ability. Then sense organs are 5. Drop them, come to the mind. Mind expressing through sense organs become 5 faculties. Come to the mind. Then mind has got likes and dislikes. Rise above the likes and dislikes. Come to the eye. And this eye is available to us only during the waking, not in dream and deep sleep. So that is also not real. But the principle of life is ever the same, whether you are awake, whether you are dreaming, whether you are sleeping, whether you are in coma. So come to this life principle. Then from that altar, that stand, you will see around. What will you see? This world is divided into 2. Sentient and inert. Chetana and Jada. See? Slowly, we start becoming self-oriented. Presently, we are selfish. What will I get? What will I get? If I do yoga, what will I get? Oh, you will live long, you will be healthy. Okay, but what will I do by living long? Do yoga again. See? Can that be the goal of life? Living long? On one truck, India is the land of wisdom. So those who live in India, they continue to be wise. Those who leave India, L-E-A-V-E. So behind the truck it was written, may you live long and may your grandchildren torture you. See friends, therefore This principle we have to bring, come back to one. Eka chintanat nashavetyada. And that one is referred here as Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti is one of the manifestation of the infinite reality. So what is Vedanta Dindimah? Discover the one which is supporting all. If you take this principle, then you start playing with it. See? Colors and forms are many, vision is one. Sounds are many, hearing is one. Smells are many, nose is one. See? So what will be the sadhana? Sadhana will be, don't give yourself any choice. See? I like only one fragrance. When I go to this, duty-free shops, just for time pass, I talk to those people. Hey, how much this, how much this, whiskey and all that. And they know I am not going to buy. I said, you are telling me, but I am not going to buy. No, but you can see some fragrance if you like it. I said, okay, I like one fragrance. Bacon spray. Because that is the only one I know. I don't know anything. See, friends. So in the fragrance also we have choices. I like that, I don't like that. So when you rise above the choices in your life, you have taken one bold step on the spiritual path. This is the purpose. Continuing further. Jnana jnana padarthau dvau Atmano bandha muktidau Jnanam muktir nibandhonyata Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. There are two words. Padartha, pada means word. Artha means meaning. There are two words. One is jnana and second is ajnana. One is knowledge, second is ignorance. Then, because of this bandhan and moksha, if you follow the path of knowledge, you will be liberated from the wrong notions. See? And if we are holding on to our wrong notions, we are bound to suffer in our life. Therefore, jnana ajnana padartha atmanaha bandha muktido. So we are under the influence of these two, jnana ajnana. Now, if you take these words clearly, jnana means knowledge, and ajnana does not mean absence of knowledge. Ajnana is incompleteness in knowledge. See? Like I am body is not a problem. Problem begins. This body I am, that body I am not. Samsara begins. See? How simple it is. Therefore, jnana ajnana do padartha. So when I have this notion, I versus you, then we are in bondage. Therefore, jnanat mukti, we have to know. Now what is the knowledge and what is the ajnanam? In English it is easier to understand. Ajnana is wrong notion. Jnanam is correct understanding. What is our notion at this moment? Notions are developed by constant application of something on our mind. See? Now take an example. We all have this notion. I am Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. This is my Gotra. This is my Veda. And these are the Pravara. Now, where from it has come? It is inherited. See? And as a result, we have divisions made into it. Therefore, what should be the correct understanding? Correct understanding is we have to give up these notions. Meaning what? Go beyond that. So the notion is, I am holier than thou. We are not like, these animal eaters. We are vegetarian. We compete with the kangaroos. There is one more brand. We are not vegetarian. I am a vegan. You have to tell that vegan in a style. You can't say I am vegan. No. Vegan. So, holier than thou. Friends, till such time, this holier than thou is in our head, we have not stepped on the spiritual path. See, this point also I have made somewhere. Very important thing. There are two things. One is Sanatana Dharma. What is called Shrauta Marga. Second is Hindu Dharma. It's called Smarta Marga. Shrauta and the Smarta. See? Traffic laws are common for everybody. See? And I am Indian, I am in USA, why should I drive the car according to your laws? I will draw according to my laws. See? No. You have opted to be in USA, so follow the laws there. Nobody compels you to go to USA. Yes, exactly the way. Be attentive. For maintaining any society, we require self-imposed discipline. See? Now, what are the traffic rules? Are the traffic rules separate for ladies, separate for gents, separate for the Indians, separate for the Australians? No. That is the Sanatana Dharma, which is applicable to everybody. See? And then come the Smarta, the Hindu Dharma. Hindu Dharma is what kind of food you will eat, you have got a freedom. There is no compulsion. Exactly the same way, if we are working somewhere, we have to follow those rules and regulations. In the same manner, this is an individual level. Totality level, society is one body, and in that one body, we are one individual. Now we have ourselves accepted. The Hindu Dharma means what? Chatur Varnam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. Bhagavan Krishna says, whenever we want to study something, we classify the huge data. Suppose we have to study biology, animal kingdom. So how do we study? We classify. Animals are divided into two, vertebrates, non-vertebrates. Then we go further. Vertebrates are further divided into mammals and avians, amphibians, etc. So when we are thus dividing, is it a division or it is a classification? See? In the same manner, Bhagavan says, Guna Karma Vibhagasha. The human society is divided into 4 categories, which are those Guna, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, Karma, their abilities according to that particular Guna. So the one who is predominantly intelligent and less selfish but sacrifice and ready to go through the study intense, he is called as Brahmana. The one who is more of Rajoguna, dynamic, non-selfish, he is called as Kshatriya. The third is dynamic but selfish, he is called as Vaishya. And the one who is good for nothing is a government servant, Shudra. How important it is. Now when we thus divide this society depending on their abilities, are we condemning somebody? See? The same thing is indicated in our own person. Brahmanosya mukhamasit, bahu rajanya krutaha, uru tadvaishya, shudro padhyam ajayata. So we are also divided into these 4 categories. Head is the Brahmana, hands are the Kshatriya, the Madhya Pradesh is the Vaishya, keep on accumulating. And the legs are the Shudra, move from here to there. So, two level understanding. One is the totality level, Virata Purusha. In this Virata Purusha, there are four types of people. And after this is divided, then the next step is ashrama. Ashrama, brahmacharya ashram, spend time in studying and acquiring sufficient knowledge. Thereafter, brahmachari, then grihastha, earn and become capable and then get married. Then after marriage is over, you have produced children, you have suffered sufficiently, children also suffered, and now they have gone. Now you should be vanaprastha. Vanaprastha means prepare yourself to go to forest. How? Live away from your children. Holding on to them and making them suffer. Vanaprastha. See, we talk about I am Brahman, I am Kshatriya, but we don't follow the other part. This brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha. Vanaprastha is what? Now you are preparing in the last part of your life, sannyasa. Either we take the sannyas or we are given sannyas. When we take sannyas, we are happy. When we are given sannyas, how sannyas is given? Divorce. क्या हो गया सन्यासी? See, friends. Therefore, this is the Hindu dharma. We have to work on it. So when we become disciplined in our life, then only we can achieve any field you take, whether material or spiritual. Life has to be self-disciplined. Is for this purpose it is said. So such a person who is self-disciplined according to Hindu dharma, his mind will not be a problem to himself. Number one. We all suffer because of our own mind. Because we have never dealt with mind in a proper manner. Our life has been what? We have to fulfill our desires. That is the only purpose of our life. And then a stage comes when our desires are not fulfilled, and then we become miserable, frustrated, and then we blame others. See, friends, therefore, when we have lived our life perfectly, whatever duties we have, finish them off. See? There is one lady somewhere in India. I went to their house for breakfast, and I am very clear about it. Nothing is free in this world. After they give the breakfast, then they ask questions, Swamiji, please advise me. अब नमक हराम कैसे हूँ? Swamiji, I am always confused. I said, very good. Shall I add to confusion? I can confuse anybody, including God. So, see, she told her, I have got two sons. One is 12 years, second is 8 years. Okay. Then, my husband is extremely successful neurophysicist or whatever they call it, and is busy from morning till evening, late evening. Then, I am also working in some government job. Then, we have got a beautiful farm, maybe about 20-15 miles away from here, and we are constructing there some kind of farmhouse. So I had to run here and there. I get tired, frustrated. I don't know what I should do. As a fixed priorities, that is what I am not able to do. As an, if you do not argue, I will talk. I don't like arguments. Yes. First priority, children. Simple. Remember, children do not need us. We need them. So that is your first priority. Second priority is your husband. When he's working so much and then he comes in the evening, don't start complaining. There was one young couple married, And the mother of the boy, she got Swamiji, my son, this is his wife, and they got married. I know you could not come. Therefore, we have asked them, let us go and take blessing from Swamiji. So I said, I am giving blessing only to this girl, others should not hear. If you hear, it is your problem. I am talking to her. Then I said, look here, catch hold of the ear and tongue of your husband. You will be happy in life. So mother-in-law was, Swamiji, what are you telling? I said, I am talking to her. Why you will listen? Then she had no choice. Very mistakes. I said, look here. Catching the ear of the husband means what? Means never complain about anything. See, that poor fellow is sufficiently miserable in the outer world. House he comes, not to add to the miseries. See, why the people keep away from home? Because they are not welcome. They are you go to the house as if you can write the name of your house. Like what? Swarga. So I heard that after marriage, the house became the Swarga. And I got married and became Swargavasi. Don't complain. This is one of the highest spiritual practice. But we keep on complaining. My husband said like this, my mother-in-law said, my father said, Ram. Stop that. Catching the ear. You know, the most miserable person after marriage is the husband. He is between the two scissor blades. Above wife, below mother. See? Therefore, this is one part. Don't complain. Second thing, catch hold of her tongue. Meaning, give him such lovely, tasty food. And once he becomes the slave of your tasty food, he will not go to McDonald's. Why people go to the hotel? Because they are fed up of eating food. See? Because what is the food? F. Fresh from fridge, goes into the microwave, and a pindadani is swaha. Useless. Prepare every day fresh food, little bit. But we are modern, leftover, packaging. Darindri. So, Dhyana Mukti. So what is the knowledge? Knowledge is right understanding and ignorance is wrong notions. Remove the wrong notions. And what is the wrong notion? I am somebody. No. Then how to live wherever, whenever, whatever you are? Be 100%. If you are in front of elders, listen quietly, don't argue. If you are in front of your wife, keep quiet. And if you are in front of your children, don't care. Live happily. See? But we have to argue. See? Therefore, Jnanam is this. Our peace of mind is the highest priority in life. And Ajnanam is wrong notion. What is wrong notion? We are miserable because of others. See? Today only somewhere they ask me, Swamiji, they say, how many lives the impressions on the mind remain alive? Don't get lost in that. There is something called in our scriptures, is called as Tatparya Nirnay. Tatparya Nirnay technically means moral of the story. See? When something is told, we have to get the message through that story. It's so important. But when we are not trained, we do not want, and then we keep on arguing. One example I'll tell you. This example I gave earlier also. Very simple. In some place, when I was having a talk, and like him, one elderly man sitting with a dhoti and a chandan and all complete makeup, spiritual makeup. When I was looking at him, I was feeling pity on me. Self-pity. So, I was telling one story. There was a fish came from the sea and went to a well in a village. And in the well there was a frog, Indian frog. So the frog started asking questions, where are you from, what is your name? And the fish started telling. Then he asked, what is sea? Sea is accumulation of water. How much water? The fish supposed to explain how much water. There is a lot of. Now, frog cannot think beyond the well. This much water? No. This much water? No. Took a leap? This much? No. Wall to wall? No. Then how much? Anger. Come, let's go to the sea. They went to the sea. Now the fish asked, tell me how much is the water? That frog became silent. When the story was over, an old man asked, Swamiji, how that fish went to the well? After he asked the question, he looked at the audience. Now I have got hold of Swamiji, telling lies. So I told, he went by Kingfisher Airlines. Now what is the moral of the story? Moral of the story, a person who is buried in the limitations cannot even imagine the infinite. That is the moral of the story. In the same manner, we are all buried in this small little thing. Me, my wife, my children, break it open. Enough is enough. See? And then for that, you don't have to take a divorce and get married again. No. Only learn. See? And that learning process is indicated in this Vedanta Dindimah. So then you'll come to know we are disturbed always with reference to two factors. One is Sukha Kachra, second is Gila Kachra. Sukha Kachra is possessions. I want more, there's no end to it. And the second thing is the Gila Kachra, relations. The whole Bhagavad Gita, this is the message of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita was a war between whom? Between enemies? No, relations. We are all miserable because of relations, not because of the enemies. See? When the terrorists come, we all become united. When the politicians come, we get divided. Therefore, invite terrorists. We'll get united. So, these two things, possessions and relations, are the problems of our life. Therefore, limit your relations with them up to a particular limit. Then the ajnana, the wrong notions will slowly disappear. And then the knowledge will happen. Continuing further. The fourth mantra. Jnatru-jneya padartho dvau भाष्य भाषक लक्षणों ज्ञाता ब्रह्म जगज्ञेयम् इति वेदांत डिंडिमः. Now this is the principle of life, Vedanta Dindimah. What is that? Jnatru jneya dvau padartho. Padartha doesn't mean an object. Pada means word. Artha meaning the meaning of the word. Like phone is a word. And the meaning of the word phone is in my hand. Padartha. Objects are having shapes. They are outside. Names of those objects are inside. This phone doesn't know whether it is iPhone or Uphone. Doesn't know. But I know. Therefore, when we talk about the world, where is the world? Is the world outside? No. As much the world is outside, equally the world is inside. Outside world is responsible for creating inside world. See? And this is how the Sukha Kichara, Gila Kichara begins. So Jnatru Jneya. One is the knower, Jnatru. Second is Jneya, the known. These are the two things in life. Jnatru Jneya. Jnata, the knower and the known. And what they do, Bhasya Bhasaka Lakshanam. The knower is the one who is illuminating the object, and the known is the one which is illuminated by the knower. Two things. Now here, one principle of knowledge. See? Two objects are next to each other. They don't know who are they. See? Then, how the knowledge takes place. This is an object. Who knows it? I know it. So I become the knower of the object. And what is our knowledge? Knowledge is, I am not the phone. So this is the phone, knower, and this is the phone, knowledge about the phone, and I know the knower, and I am not the phone. These are the three factors which happen in every knowledge. See? Otherwise, what a fun it will be. This is the donkey. I know this is the donkey. But I start feeling that I am a donkey. No. So, apply this knowledge. That knowledge where knower-known division happens is samsara. Now come back to yourself. Do you know yourself? Of course. With what you know? With the sense organs? I think I am. We don't taste. We don't smell. Aha, I am. No. So, sense organs, mind and intellect, they do not operate in our being and knowing. Therefore, that experience where knower-known division is considered as valid, we are far away from the truth. See? Now, if we want to get out of this mess, what is to be done? Objects are given importance by the subject. Whatever we give importance to, that alone troubles us. Whatever it may be. Like most of the parents, they give importance to their children. Natural, give importance. And they are miserable because of that. See? Therefore, what we have to learn, this is the principle to be learned. That experience which is relational cannot be the source of happiness. So, Jnatru Jneya Padartha Bhasya Bhasaka Lakshana. Jnata Brahma. The knower is divine and Jneya is the world. See friends, knowledge is of two types. One knowledge is that having known which we do not become that. Meaning that knowledge where Atma Bhav and Anatma Bhav happens is the mind. Like this is the phone, I know this is the phone, I is Atma Bhav and I am not the phone, Anatma Bhav. So that knowledge where I versus not I is valid, is the mind, is the samsara. That knowledge where I versus not I is not valid, like our own being. We cannot have the experience of our absence. Therefore, we need not say, I am present. Then what will happen? Keep mouth shut. This experience of yours, Jnata Brahma, is a common experience. It is not for the lady, it is a feminine Brahman. For the man, it is a masculine Brahman. No attributes. So, Jnata Brahma, Jagat-Jneyam. So, that which is not changing is the reality, and that which is changing is the samsara. Now, this is the principle. Now, apply it. What is changing? See? This is the cap. This is the phone. This is the tab. This is the table. This is the bottle. Objects are changing. But the one who knows the cap is the same one who knows the phone, is the same one who knows the tap, is the same one who knows the bottle. So, knower is one, known are many. See? Now, multiply this example. I have got 20 houses, I have got so much of money, I have got so much of investment. So this I is carrying a huge burden of possessions. Now what he will think about? Only that, what he has. And then suffer. So from that instead of suffering, come to know that I is a common factor. When this cap is removed, nothing happens to me. I continue to be. When phone is removed, I continue to be. So more the possessions that I have, this I has become very fat. That fat I is called as ego. See? And as the possessions become limited and ultimately zero, as in deep sleep, that ego, the I, the sufferer disappears. Because in deep sleep, I have nothing, I am nowhere, I am nobody. Iti Vedanta Dindimah. See friends, our waking experiences are different. Our dreams are different. But our deep sleep experience is common. Why common? Because in deep sleep, there is no sense of otherness. In deep sleep, there is no sense of limitations. Common. And because there is no sense of otherness and limitation, there are no desires. And when there are no desires, there is happiness. So what Vedanta tells, don't seek happiness, but express happiness in your life. Therefore, mauj mein raho. All the time. See? So Jnata Brahma Jagat-Jneyam. Focus attention on your being. Dunya, world has always been like this. God has failed to improve his world. Like the parents fail to improve their children. Same story, God's also. You cannot change them. Manufacturer's defect. All the problems in our life are given to us so that we change the direction of our life from the dogward to the Godward. See? It is so important. Therefore, Jnata Brahma Jagat-Jneyam. Don't condemn yourself. Papoham, papakarmaham. No, you are divine. Insist, you are divine. Don't talk to others. मालूम है क्या? Don't talk like that. You have to live that knowledge. So how to live that knowledge? Start playing happy. Start playing. Suppose somebody asks you by mistake. Don't take a revenge. You know, old people, when you ask a question, they take a revenge. But ab suno. Never ask any old person about their revenge. And if somebody asks you what you should reply, this simple. I am on the top of the world. But then a word should carry the meaning. हमारे पड़े हैं top of the world. Not that way. We should mean that. And once you develop this practice, slowly, you will really start feeling, come on yaar, there is nothing to be worried about in life. Then this principle you will understand. Don't seek happiness in life, but express happiness under all conditions. An expression of happiness is living at zero complaint level. No complaints. See? We are constantly living under the influence of complaints. So jnata brahma jagat neyam iti Vedanta Dindimah. Sukha dukkha padarthau dvau priya vipriyakarakav sukham brahma jagat dukkham iti Vedanta Dindimah. There are two words, sukha dukkha, joy, sorrows. And though priya vipriyakarakav, all of us like joy, happiness, and we do not like miseries, dukkha. Now what is the meaning? Sukham Brahma. Whenever you are happy, you are one with the divine. If you are happy because your wife is good for a change, what is your contribution? You are happy in spite of your wife. You are a realized person. See, friends, don't find reason to be happy. Be unreasonably happy. See? And you know what happened thereafter? This happened in Delhi. One lady after my lecture came and started scolding me. Swamiji, you should not say that. I said, okay, I will not say. But what? I said, I don't know. You tell me. You all the time tell, be happy, be happy. Get married and show how to be happy. I said, okay, I'll try that also. Don't justify you are miserable in life. Don't justify. Make the miseries miserable. See, friends, you must have seen in every friend circle, 5, 10 boys or girls there is one character who is a black sheep in that group. Everybody makes a fun of them, fun of him. Exactly the same way. Those who are susceptible to miseries, all the miseries go there. See? Now I am staying with Usha. Just imagine, I am staying there and I get all comforts, wonderful, hostile. Host, sorry. I don't know the feminine gender of the host. Host, hostile, no? The man is the host, the wife is hostile, children are hostilities. And I become hostage. So I get everything comfortably. If somebody asks, Swamiji, I am going to Melbourne, where should I stay? Go to her house. Very good, very nicely. See? Now the other extreme. When I go to take bath, water is gone. Oh God. See? When I am taking food, too much of salt is added. Everything I had to do, I had to suffer. Then, with that miserable experience, somebody asked me, I want to go to Melbourne, can you suggest some? Go anywhere, don't go there. In the same manner, when you respect miseries, miseries will come to you. Don't respect miseries. How not to respect miseries? Don't justify you are miserable. It is in your own hands. Therefore, Sukham Brahma. Essentially, we are blissful, not blisterful. Take a simple example to understand this. Do these experiments. Take water, plain water, put it on gas in a pot and apply the fire. What will happen? The water will become hot. Withdraw the fire. After fire is withdrawn, then what will happen to the water? The acquired quality of the heat will be slowly released and the water will come back to its natural state, is it not? Apply this principle. Worldly things and beings are the heat. And we want to get happiness from things and beings. If I get that thing, I'll be happy. If I get that thing, I'll be happy. So we are keeping our happiness in the pocket of others. Nobody can help us. And when that happiness which we got from the worldly things and beings, when that object is removed, then we come back to our own state. I wish I had that for a longer period of time, but I don't. Therefore, don't seek happiness in life. Express happiness in life. Sukham Brahma. Again and again, learn from your own experiences. Whatever we do, for what we do. Tell me. Most of you are married, some of you may be happy still. Now, what for you get married? Has anybody ever got married to become miserable? Hey, I am getting married to become miserable. No. That comes in a dowry. You don't have to get it. You get it free. See? Like, buy one mattress and 2 pillows free. Get married to a boy and get the 2 pillows. In-laws, outlaws free. And whatever comes free is problematic. See, friends, don't do anything to get happiness. Whatever you are supposed to do it happily. That's all. Iti Vedanta Dindimah. Therefore, Sukham Brahma. Let our happiness express. And Jagat Dukkham. This world has always been like this. There is nothing new ever has happened in this world. This world has always been like this. Recognize this. See? But we are trying to imagine there should not be difficulties. See, during that corona, the most important thing that I learned was this. This corona, the pandemic, or called as the universal disease, it comes again and again at the end of last century, 1998 to 1898 to 1920 or 1918. That was the period. There was a terrible big pandemic over the country. After 100 years, again it came. It's a cycle. Nothing new. Now in that, what we have learned? Process of learning should not stop. That time we have learned our requirements are minimum. See? When you are having your conferences online, necktie, and नीचे कुछ भी. How much less? Minimum requirements. But you survived happily. Now what I have learned, that gave me such wonderful time that one can live without anybody around, not for a day or two, but for 2 solid years. Not meeting anybody and keeping occupied. So morning, evening satsanga, that was my real food during that corona. And that is why I called it as Corona Festival. On that objection, Swamiji, why do you call it festival? I said, come on, have common sense. What is a festival? Which is common for everybody. Diwali is the festival, is it not? Common for everybody. Corona is for everybody festival. How you look at life, that's important. Otherwise, Swamiji, when this corona will go, after you go, it will go. Waiting for your going. See, keep yourself occupied. That time I developed a beautiful garden in my room. See, nice. And then every day I used to put the water and all that and watch. If small leaf comes, oh, it was such a joy. Because you are occupied with something. See? That time I learned how to cook perfectly. And my guru was YouTube. But some people out of love used to send me, you know what I got the maximum dish? Khakra. Gujarati, all dishes are horrible. Khakra, thepla, handwa, khandwa, then dhokla. Marre And I got so many khakras, at least more than about 70-80 packets. See? Enjoy life. And you can enjoy if you are able to keep yourself occupied without anybody's help. See? And how to do that is discover joy in whatever you are doing. Don't seek joy, discover joy. See, friends? So what is the place of getting highest joy? Satsanga. The morning, evening, satsanga, fit. See? And rest of the day, I have to clean the house, wash the clothes, iron them, and then clean the utensils and wash properly and everything. Keep busy. Otherwise frustrated, I don't know where to go. No. Make every opportunity to encash your spiritual practice. Friends, spiritual practice is what? Every single experience of our life is our spiritual examination. Every experience. And we have to clear that examination with A+. See, not failure, every examination. Then slowly we will discover we are the source of joy, we are the source of misery. Now we select. Then we discover when we are dependent on other things, their beings, we become miserable. When we are one with ourselves, we are absolutely happy. So our happiness is not because of, but happiness is in spite of that. Sukham Brahma, Jagat Dukkham. This world has always been like this. There is nobody in this world who doesn't have miseries. If you don't have miseries, then you are dead. See? Miseries are the sign of life. See? So simple it is. Therefore, Sukham Brahma Jagat Dukkham iti Vedanta Dindimah. Continuing further. Samashti Vyashti Rupaudvau Padarthau Sarva Sammatau
सर्वसम्मतौ
समष्टि ईश्वरो जीव समष्टि ईश्वरो व्यष्टि
समष्टि ईश्वरो वृष्टि
जीवो वेदांत डिंडिमः.
जीवो वेदांत दिन्दिमः.
There are two things. One is totality, samashti, one is individuality. These are the two things clearly understood by everybody. Then samashti Ishvara, totality is the God and individuality is the jiva. See? How simple it is. Totality, individuality. And Ishvara is the controller, jiva is the controlled. So, if you see an example of the ocean, ocean is Ishvara and the wave is the Jiva. Now work on this again and again. So all the waves, do they come from outside? When outside air pressure is built on the ocean, then the waves come, which were unmanifest. They are not come from outside. They were inherent, unmanifest. And then they come out and remain for some time and die away. So when the waves are born or they die, ocean has no gain and no loss. So what is the totality? Totality is the one which supports the individualities but doesn't get influenced by the individualities. Ishvara. See? Jiva, now to understand Ishvara and Jiva, man is Ishvara, the son is the Jiva. The same man is Ishvara, husband is Jiva. The same man is Ishvara, the father is Jiva. Now this son, husband and father, have they come from outside? No. The same man is expressing as the son in front of the father. The same man expressing as a husband because in front of the wife. The same man expressing as a son or other father before the son. Has he become many? Can the waves be influencing the ocean? How can they trouble us? But what happens? We forget our being a man. And we are so overpowered by these expressions through the limitations of the conditioning. And we take that as real and suffer in life. Then what is to be done? Wherever, whatever you are, be 100% and Karnataka. Natak karo. But how to do Natak? What are you doing now? The same way. See? As if listening. Huh? Therefore, Samashti Ishvaro Jiva Veshti Idi Vedanta Dindimah. Between the totality and individuality, individuality has no existence apart from the totality. Therefore, to bring it to your own family, family total is the Ishvara. And individual members of the family are the Jiva. See? As a totality feel you, there will be joy. But if somebody is wrong, whatever I say, that only should happen. And then slowly, the family starts developing cracks. Because one person becomes very strong. See, friends, therefore, submission in the totality will be the real spiritual practice. See, one of my friends, I was telling him on some occasion, I said, my dear friend, remember, less of I and more of we. Keep this principle. Then, although living as an individual, we will not be divorced from the totality. And then that happens, there is no problem of being an individual because we are an asset to the totality. So let us be an asset, not a liability. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Hari Om.